You decided to write a book. What motivated you to write a book?
You know, Jim, over the years, I've been doing this for 20 years, and we learned a lot of lessons along the way. And what I realized was, as a marketing agency, our clients wanted results. And by results, they weren't necessarily happy with what I call vanity metrics in the book. They weren't happy with impressions or website visits. They wanted sales from their marketing dollars. And normally when we come into a manufacturing company and the owner or the leader or the VP of sales calls us, it's because they're in pain. They're frustrated. They've worked with an agency usually before, or they've had an internal marketing person, and they're not getting results. And so we've always been focused on getting the results as long as we've been in existence. But really what happened a couple of years ago was I had recently hired a new VP to come into the organization, John Daters. And John came into my office one day and he said, "Hey, our results are really good. How are we doing this?" He's like, "I've worked at several agencies before and I've never seen these kinds of results for clients before." He's like, "Are they real?" And I'm like, "Of course they're real. We're not lying in our marketing." But I said, "John, you know what? It's been a couple of years. Why don't you go and take a look at all our client data? I need you to believe in what we do. Once you've aggregated it, come back. Let's see what the data says and see what we can do." He came back a couple months later. He's like, "I went through the data." He's like, "Our results are even better than our case studies were showing." He's like, "What are we doing?" And it was at that time John and I realized we were really good cooks, but we didn't have any recipes. And so we were like, we got to fix this. And so we set out on a mission to analyze everything we did over the years. And so as John and I were talking, we need to get Nadine involved. So Nadine Nocero-Taig, who's been with the company for over 10 years, she helped build out many of these methodologies as well. So the three of us got together and we started mapping this out. And then when we got done, we're like, wow, this is really cool. Nobody's got anything like this. We need to write a book. So to answer your question, that's how it all came to be.